Okay, well, this class is a self-defense class primarily.
And we teach the art of Mudokwan, which is a style of Taekwondo. It dates back to Grandmaster Hwang Ki in Korea. He brought over his style. He was originally part of the Taekwondo movement and pulled back out again, which is why there's a Taekwondo Mudokwan and Taekwondo Mudokwan and Tang Sudo Mudokwan.
That would have been in the 1945 to 1950, that era.
But our class is not really geared on tournaments. It's more geared on self-defense. We learn certain aspects of Kenpo karate and Aikido and Jiu-Jitsu, and we mix them in because we want all of our students to be able to handle themselves should anything happen on the street. If they're accosted on the street, they would have at least an idea, so that they wouldn't panic. They would have something in their repertoire that they could defend themselves.
Defense, yeah.
Okay.
So that is our primary effort, is self-defense.
But we certainly teach offense also. For every good defense, there's a good offense that goes with it. It's usually deserved.
Okay.
So we teach offensive moves as well. We also do weapons training in sword and staff, those two items. Those are about the only ones that we
Those are
focus on.
the weapons that we concentrate on.
We do takedowns, jiu-jitsu type work, a little bit of grappling. We don't really focus on grappling as an art. I think some schools do, Gracie schools, but we don't do that. We just do the takedown and how to get out of it, basically a defense.
Okay.
But it's designed for older kids and adults, which is why we have a cutoff age of 10 for getting into the class, because we have found that what we do in class sometimes is a little intensive for the younger kids, because we're focusing on real dynamics in martial arts, and some of the younger kids really can't handle that. So we do have an age cutoff, but we're willing to try anybody who really has a desire to learn.
10 and up.
Okay. How long have you guys been around for?
Well, our school started in October of 1981. I originally came from Long Beach, where I had been training in martial arts since I was 17. And when my wife and I moved out here to Lake Elsinore, all I wanted to do was find another school that I could join in and continue my training. But as I looked around, there was nothing. I went to Temecula, and of course Marietta wasn't really there then. And I went all the way to Paris until I found a school, but it was so far away I just couldn't do it. And what had happened is shortly after we moved in, a YMCA started in Lake Elsinore. And so my wife and I went there at an introductory breakfast, and they had a list on the board of the different classes that they wanted to establish there. And one of them was a martial arts class. So I said, oh, this is great. So I was asking the new director, well, who's teaching your class? What style is it? He said, well, we want to teach it, but we don't have an instructor. So I go, oh, okay, well, I'll start off something for you. So that's how our school started back in '81. It just kind of bloomed from there. We were first with the YMCA, and then they went under, and we went over to the Ortega Parks Trails, and they went under, and then we ended up in the city. And here we are today.
I enrolled my son here in I think 1989 or 90. No, it was even before that. It was 88, because he was just 8 years old. He was born in '79, so it would have been in the quite a while ago, in the '80s. And then I joined right after that in 1992, I think, or '93. I can't remember. But it's been a little over 20 years.
So we found that a lot of times adults would bring their
Parents
would bring their kids, and they'd sit there and they'd watch, and then pretty soon the adults would join in, and then the kids would drop out, but the adults tended to stay.
So consequently, we have a high population of adults in this class. So we call it an intermediate type class for that reason. A lot of adults.
Okay. And personally, do you guys enjoy this?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, we don't make money doing this. That's for sure.
We can't quit the day job.
How about demo? What do you guys mostly enjoy about demo?
Demos?
Yeah.
Well, I look at demos as two parts. One is entertaining, and the other is
project.
introduction
It's a good
to
project
the
for
martial
the
arts, so
class.
people understand what we do in the class.
Mm-hmm.
You want to entertain them at the same time to keep their attention. So we do a lot of different aspects of the martial arts, not only sparring and self-defense moves and breaking, and usually we have a watermelon
Takedowns.
cut and we have takedowns. We want to keep it a kind of a variety of things, so that it's not just everybody doing basics.
So to sum it up, we could say that variety is probably one of the key points of this particular class. We try to, and tonight we try to demonstrate some of that with you. A lot of different aspects to it, which makes it, more interesting. You can pick and choose the things you like the best.
Now, on certain nights, we'll focus more on one thing on a given night than another, rather than jumping from different categories.
Yeah, tonight we kind of did a quick overview of a lot. Maybe too much. But
No, but generally in class, we'll pick on one thing like self-defense, or we'll work a lot on self-defense, or a lot on forms.
one thing we
like that.
didn't say much about was the forms. There's quite a few forms available in this class. There's 16 at least. And some of them we have weapons forms also. So we put a lot of emphasis on forms because it takes a lot of work to get that out. That's something you can learn in here.
So we're doing the forms. It helps not only with your technique, but your balance, and just, it becomes a part of your overall fighting style.
It's good for your fitness too.
Yeah, too.
Alrighty. Thank you guys.
Sure.